I mean like by ocean, like by water. They asked me, what do you mean by that? What do you mean, like sea as in vision? No, it's in sea as in sea. S-E-A, sick evangelical assholes. As the President of the United States, I'm going to talk about President Xi, my friend. China has to give us magnets, or we'll charge them 200% tariff or something. An actual quote. Great place, China. It's beautiful. Memorial Day weekend. Ballroom. I need a ballroom. Ballroom. I was particularly impressed by the children. They were happy. They were beautiful. The military is obviously, it couldn't be better, but those children were amazing and they represent so much. I know they represent so much to you. Going to the doctor for my 3rd annual visit in 13 months. Don't need to worry, I'm the healthiest man you've ever seen. Fire, power, if I do say so myself, as a almost 80-year-old man. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. There was another attack. I need a ballroom. My balls are so big, everybody keeps trying to take them away from me. I need a ballroom for my balls. I need a ballroom because ballrooms are what presidents need when their people cannot afford food or healthcare. I need a ballroom the same way that the French needed a golden palace. I need my golden trench coat. I need my golden archway. I need my golden arch. I need my blue pool, and I need my golden ballroom with pillars in front of windows because that makes sense to a man who has dementia and a necrotic brain eating away slowly from his mind. I'm fine. I'm the best president you'll ever have. Sincerely, Donald J. Trump. I would usually put on Trump makeup and pretend like I am a senile old man. But at this point, it's actually more ironic if I pretend to look like a functioning human being and just say the words he's saying, because it's not, there's no irony in pretending to be an old man saying senile things while pretending to be a senile old man. It doesn't make sense. So to didactically understand this situation, we have to completely break it down systematically, correct? Yeah, that's what I thought too. So obviously, if those words are coming out of an assigned female at birth person's mouth, then people will hear it as actually crazy because women have been sent to asylums for far less than what Trump is saying. Far, far, far less. So yeah, it's honestly, it's not me giving up on being creative. It's me not trying to one-up Trump by acting more senile, because there's no possible way I can act more senile. It's not possible. I'm not that good of an actor. I had this little booklet that I started to write history in January 7th of 2021. And because we are talking about that again due to the slush fund, I thought I would read my notes that I have been taking since that day. Yesterday, January 7th, 2021. Yesterday, January 6th, 2021, the capital of the United States of America was infiltrated by Trump rioters and terrorists. From what I know, 2 bombs were found. 1 man was arrested for holding an assault rifle, carrying Molotov cocktail. 1 woman was shot by the police. 3 people were killed in the stampede. 1 bomb was found at the Republican headquarters, while a suspicious box was found at the Democrat headquarters. Both were confiscated without injury or detention. The woman who died was a Trump rioter breaking in through the outer window. In video, she is seen climbing up to jump in through a broken window when an officer inside shot her. A 24-year-old man was critically injured after falling 30 feet off of scaffolding. I listened to the events live on NPR while driving around downtown and working in the ceramic studio. I kept thinking, this must have been what people felt when the Murrah building was bombed or the planes hit the Twin Towers. All we could do was listen while historical incidents were happening at the Capitol. The end of a democracy should not be an everyday worry. This division has been intensifying for years, even before Trump took office. He has only divided our nation more since his election. Yesterday, we finally saw how much his words mean to his followers. People flew and drove from all over America to hear Trump speak in front of the D.C. Mall before following his orders to take over the Capitol. Video shows Capitol officers letting rioters in the barricades and taking selfies with the protesters. Not all officers acted so treacherously, though there is no denying that they held back more than they ever did during the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests, when police injured citizens every day, no matter how peaceful they were. January 8th, 2021. After everything that has happened, Trump is still trying to pardon himself and is not being immediately shot down by all of Congress. It is amazing that after the Capitol was secured and Congress went back in session Wednesday night, that Republican senators still tried to fight the election results. We are beginning to see video footage and photographs of what occurred a few days ago at the Capitol. It is hard to tell what is true and what isn't. For instance, there are pictures of a man letting rioters into the Capitol through a back door. People on the internet chain said he was a Republican senator. I'm not surprised if it is true, but I don't want to share incorrect information, since that is what got us here in the first place. January 9th, 2021. Since Wednesday, a lot more videos have come out surrounding the events at the Capitol. A car was found parked with bombs inside. A man with a plan to kidnap senators and hold them for hostage has been identified through a Twitter thread. A lot of people are outing their family and coworkers who broke into the Capitol. January 11th, 2021. Today I heard the term soft civil war used today for the first time in NPR. To my understanding, it means a civil unrest over Congress, presidency, and law things. I don't know if I would call this a soft civil war, considering that I've heard calls for more than that. I don't think we can call this a battle of words when people have already died. The Black Lives Matter protests saw massive civilians abused by officers and National Guard troops. The invasion of the Capitol saw only one loss of life due to a cop, but a cop was also murdered. That is an escalation of violence towards officers we have not seen up to this point. And of course, it came from the Back the Blue crew. January 12th, 2021. 6 days later, we are finally able to piece the events together of what happened last Wednesday. Trump gave his speech at 12 o'clock to his crowd of loyalists, and after he told them to storm the Capitol, they began trickling away to join a mob already at the Capitol that was growing restless. The first barrier of the Capitol was breached while Trump was still talking and Nancy Pelosi began the joint session in Congress. This is around 1 p.m. Capitol Police and riot gear show up at the Capitol to assist the police already there. Rioters and police exchange chemical agents at each other. Inside the Capitol, Congress moves to their separate chambers to debate. Ted Cruz argues against certifying the Arizona electoral votes. Outside, the chief of the Capitol Police requests the National Guard. The east side of the building, which has much less police support, has a mob just feet away from the doors. On the northeast side of the Capitol, the police remove a barricade after a violent encounter with protesters. And these are the men and women getting Trump's slush fund of our tax money because they were terrorists and Trump wants them to be in his terroristic army when he takes over the midterms. Will we learn from history? Will we? I'm actually asking because I kind of think not.